All right, welcome in to our interview with Bristol Carter, ECU freshman outfielder. Just had a great moment on Sunday night early in his career, which we'll talk about, and we'll talk about how he came to ECU much more as he joins us via Team Boneyard and also the 23 Club, part of the ECU Baseball NIL initiative. And Bristol, first off, man, thanks for coming in on this Monday afternoon. You got to be feeling pretty good, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, Bristol, let's talk about it, and we'll get into more of your story. You know, we've talked during your recruitment process and all that before you got to ECU. But last night, you know, it's one of the reasons you come to East Carolina playing these games. So can you take us through the emotions of trying to control it going into your at bat and then getting the walk off?
You hit it spot on. It's definitely one of the reasons why I came here and play in front of these amazing fans. But you know, we wouldn't be in the spot where it was if it wasn't for Starlin hitting that single and then JC hitting that double down the line and then intentional walk Dixon. So it's definitely for nice them getting on. But just going up to the bat, I had a feeling that they were gonna intentional walk Dixon Williams, just because of the way he was hitting the ball all night. But I just trying to control my breathing, not let the kind of game speed up and just relax and have fun. And I knew they had to pitch to me because his bases loaded with one out, so I just tried to put a barrel on the ball, and it's exactly what I did, and it was the best feeling.
So slider low and away you took for ball one. It may seem like simple, like obviously everybody's always like, why? Like when they watch baseball, like, why are you swinging that slider low and away? It's because it looks like it's going to be a strike.
Yeah,
people don't understand that. But like taking that pitch and then knowing that you'd already seen it, and then I'm guessing he throws it the second pitch, but it's over the plate. How much did that kind of help you? You had seen it. You were ahead in the count. You could, did that kind of relax you a little bit too?
Yeah, it definitely relaxed me. Just being able to see that first pitch. I saw it really well, obviously, because he threw it to me second pitch and left it over the plate, and I took it for a hit.
So did you like black out when you're running the center field, getting mobbed by your teammates? What was that like?
You know, it was an awesome feeling. I kind of blocked out the crowd because I couldn't really hear how loud the crowd was. But after watching videos and stuff, it was really loud. But yeah, it was an awesome feeling. Just being able to see all my teammates running after me and getting a little water shower after that felt good.
How cold was it, or did you not even feel it? Because it was
I
so much adrenaline.
honestly didn't feel it in the moment, but after my jersey was soaked, and it definitely was some ice cold water. It was definitely cold.
So obviously, you were a pretty name recruit when you committed, and there was talk, hey, Bristol Carter might get selected in the draft. You had opportunities, but you chose to come to ECU, and take us through that process too, because there were opportunities there, but you really wanted to play college baseball, and you wanted to play for these fans as well, right?
Yes, sir, absolutely. I just kind of put it all in the Lord's hands and just let him take it from there. But yeah, it was definitely a stressful moment, but I'm glad I took the decision to come here and play in front of these amazing fans and just the coaching staff as well. Just playing the best coaching staff in the country. So, yeah.
And 7 games into your career, I mean, to have a moment like that is obviously special. But I know, like they always say, I had Connor Norby on the show last week, and he was like, man, my freshman year, I just had to survive it. It's like, for you, how has that transition been going from the high school ranks to college? Like, I'm sure there's been adjustments, but how?
Yeah, there's definitely an adjustment, but I've kind of taught myself just to sync to the training and know that I'm prepared for the moment. But yeah, it's definitely a big change from high school to college. But just kind of like I said, sync to the training, not let the game get so big, and just control the breathing and just know that I've been prepared and just let the preparation prepare for the games.
How tough was the fall, like Mission Week and all that, going through for the first time?
It was definitely tough. I mean, it was not easy at all, but I thought it brings the team closer together as a bond and makes everyone mentally stronger and physically stronger. But it definitely wasn't easy at all.
Bristol Carter with us, ECU freshman outfielder. And we also talked about this after the game, but, left field on Friday in Chapel Hill. So was it the sky or the lights, or a combination?
So everyone's saying it's the lights, but it actually wasn't at all because the ball was hit
basically straight up.
Yeah, it was hit straight up. So it was kind of the sky.
And it was a weird sky.
Yeah, it was a weird sky, and it's always weird. Like as soon as the sun's going down, it's kind of got that like little dark gray, kind of blends into the ball. So when the ball was hit, I honestly thought it was popped up to like J-Dub or the way that Shaq was kind of running around. I thought it was hit to him. I thought I wouldn't have had a play on it, but yeah, it was definitely scary because I saw none of the ball and.
Yeah, because I don't know how it came across on TV because I know there was a stream for that game, but like being there, yeah, like as soon as there was contact, you were just like,
yeah, no, I didn't see it at all. And I told Riley the inning before because we've in practice and sometimes and even games before when that sky gets like that, sometimes it's kind of hard to see the ball, so I kind of have him let me know if he can see it, and if I don't see it, I'll kind of yell out that I don't see it. But yeah.
It's got to be like I don't know, pretty terrifying.
No, it is. Yeah, it's not the best feeling not knowing where the ball is, knowing that everyone's saying it's coming towards you and you can't see it.
It's just, I mean, just one of those freak things with baseball. Unfortunately, like it just happens. And you probably played mostly center field, right, during your baseball career. So has that been an adjustment as well? Because the ball, you got to read it differently off the bat too and left.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different than center field. The way the ball's moving towards you and left than center is a big difference. But I mean, like I said, I'll play anywhere coach needs me to, as long as I'm contributing to the team. And
clearly there's a ton of guys who can start, including yourself. Luke Nowak and yourself have been splitting some time on left. We've seen Carter Cunningham go out there, Cam Clonch play first. So it's one of those things where y'all just have a ton of depth and y'all push each other, but then also have those relationships too that you just want the team to do well at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we just want the team, like you said, do well at the end of the day, and it doesn't matter where you're playing. I mean, just got to be a good teammate whether you're on the field or off the field, and I think that's exactly what we've been doing. And it's a good problem to have a lot of depth in the outfield and even in the infield. But yeah.
Bristol Carter with us, ECU freshman outfielder. So what was it like being on base? I certainly didn't expect Luke Nowak to homer there. That was pretty crazy. So what was that like?
It was.
And you were off on the pitch, right?
I was off on the pitch. Yeah, I was off. It was awesome. Just seeing him. I mean, I think it was his first career home run, and probably one of the biggest moments of his career. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome, and he definitely deserved it.
So. Was it a hit and run? So, were you looking in on the pitch, or were you just going?
Yeah, it was a hit and run. Okay. So I was looking in, and I saw the ball kind of take off to right field. Right. I didn't think it had a chance, but it kind of just kept going, and I saw it get out.
That was awesome, man. And then he almost passed you on the bases.
So he did. Must have been excited.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. Yeah. Great atmosphere. When you're in the game, when you come in as a pinch runner, and then obviously you get inserted. Do you even? I'm sure, when you're in the dugout, you recognize the crowd, but when you're on the field, do you try and block it out, or can you still kind of feel it?
Yeah, for me, I honestly block it out, so I don't really, like I said, when I hit the walk-off, I really didn't hear much of the crowd because I was kind of blocking it out, but you definitely know they're there. I definitely can feel that they're there, but I kind of block it out.
For you, obviously, big moment for the team. And as we will air this on our Tuesday radio show, y'all are going to be on the way to Old Dominion. So quick turnaround. So what's the biggest challenge in moving past this and focusing on the next game?
I would just say just preparing for ODU tomorrow and just recovering. We got a lift later today. Just getting prepared for the game tomorrow and just moving on.
And for baseball, it's almost like you celebrate the game, but y'all play so much, you just have to kind of learn how to do that, right? Because otherwise, you can let the previous game beat you.
That's
almost.
Right. Yeah.
Bristol Carter with us. All right, so let's talk about your Northwest Guilford playing days. And you played football.
Yes, sir.
Along with baseball. Any other sports or just those two?
I played basketball my freshman year, but once COVID hit, I quit that.
So how's your jumper?
It was all right. I wasn't much of a shooter. I kind of just went up there and tried to dunk and was a defensive guy, kind of stole the ball and
energy guy.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Football wise, I know you were telling me you and Trenton Cloud, who's coming to ECU, 3-star receiver commit, have a pretty good bond, and y'all made some plays together. So I always heard Bristol Carter was pretty electric on the football field. So how are you as a football player?
I would say, it was fun playing football. I think it definitely helped me in the outfield because I was a defensive back, so safety. So just being able to go open up and go running for the ball for defense kind of helps me play center field. But it was fun. It was fun playing football. I played it growing up my whole life, and it would have been nice to play in college, but I knew I had to give it up sooner or later.
Any memorable plays from football that stick out the most to you?
I would say we were in the second round of playoffs my senior year, and our quarterback the game before broke one of his bones in his hand. So I had to, or no, it was that game he broke his hand, and I had to step up and play quarterback. And it was it might have been 20-20 with like 40 seconds left, and we were away. We were up in Watauga in the mountains. It was like 20 degrees, snowing, really cold, and I got the call on 4th and 1 for a quarterback sneak, and I took it for like 50 yards to win the game. I think there was like 3 seconds left, but they didn't end up scoring. So that was probably the best memory.
So was this like a straight under center QB sneak or just like shotgun?
Yeah, it was shotgun, and just took one step back and let my blockers get out there and just took it in the outside and ran.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Bristol Carter. And then obviously a lot of good memories on the diamond for you guys, and you had a bunch of big hits. So any big memories in baseball as well at Northwest Guilford?
I would say,
if you can pick one or two.
If I could pick one, it'd probably be my last official at bat. It was a home run to go up ahead in the third game. We ended up losing, but that was a good feeling, just being able to hit that solo home run and get ahead of the team. But other than that, no.
So when you were getting recruited by Cliff Godwin and ECU at that time, what led you to choosing the Pirates?
Just a relationship I had with the coaches. They were just amazing, and I knew I could trust them. And it was every time we talked, it was never about it was about baseball, but they would ask more questions about like how your family's doing and stuff like that, and that really stuck with me throughout the process. And I knew they cared just not about baseball, but about your life and your family, and that was a big decision on why I picked here, and just the fans here.
Got to experience that last night, so that had to be pretty sweet. Was it your first jungle jump after the game, or had you done one previously?
I did one the first game just because I had my first collegiate hit.
That's right.
But yeah.
So I'm guessing both of them were sweet, but last night had to be pretty awesome.
Yeah, last night was awesome. It was awesome.
Bristol Carter with us. All right, so Trey Daly, general manager of the Dirtbags, always has to chime in when I've got a Dirtbag on.
Yep.
You know, Cam Claunch, we've told plenty of stories, and now we got Bristol Carter in. So I'll tell you what, he used to always send me these videos of you doing crazy things for the Dirtbags, like running, stealing bases, including a video where you ran over him. So he says, ask him about stealing home in the top of the first with Tayshawn Walton on a right-handed pitcher, 1 out, 6'4", 225-pound hitter. He said it almost ended his career.
Yeah.
Craziest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, he always brings up this moment in Dirtbag. So we had, I forget where we were playing, probably somewhere, I think it might have been Fort Myers, and we had Tayshawn. He was committed to Miami. He ended up signed for the Phillies in the 4th or 5th round. And he was up, I think I led off the game with a single and stole, and somehow got to third. And there was 1 out, and he was up to the plate with, I think, 2 strikes. Maybe it might have been 1. And I kind of like hinted to Trey that I'm stealing home on him.
He said he told you no like 3 times.
Yeah, no, he was telling me no, but I knew I had home plate stolen, so I ended up taking the stolen base on that. And yeah, it's funny because he always brings that up.
So you did end up stealing it.
Yes, sir.
And the guy didn't swing, so you didn't get hurt.
Yeah, thankfully he didn't. Yeah.
But great moments there for Bristol Carter with the Dirtbags. So obviously, how much did that program along with Northwest Guilford just play a role in preparing you for what you're going through now and this level of baseball? Because not many freshmen can come in ready to play and contribute like this.
Yeah, I mean, it played a big role. The Dirtbags, we'd always play in the top tournaments out there, and just being able to play in front of the competition definitely helped me for college.
And you come in, obviously, with some Dirtbag teammates like DiLorenzo and some other guys. So any of those fellow freshmen you've created a good bond with early on? Yeah,
I mean, I think every teammate out there I've created a bond with and enjoy hanging out with the team. But I would say, yeah, Jackson DiLorenzo is my roommate, so we have a good bond. And playing summer ball, we had a bond before. But other than that, really, I just enjoy every teammate.
With Jackson last night, he got a big spot as well and pitched well. I mean, I know he had the wild pitch that tied the game, but I think just judging off what I've seen and heard, I think he's going to be a big contributor. Just how have you seen him kind of grow over the years?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's grown a lot, and he picks the brains of the older guys and asks them just questions that he has about pitching, or whether it's his mechanics or grips on the ball. And he's definitely going to be play a big role in this year, and he's a good pitcher.
Bristol Carter in studio with us in this special interview via Team Boneyard and the 23 Club. So, Bristol, when you look at Sunday's game, having that moment, like, how much can it help your confidence? I don't know. Like, to me, you've always been confident, but like, just as far as maybe just relaxing and letting the game come to you, do you feel like
it definitely can boost my confidence a lot. But like you said earlier, you kind of just have to move on from it, and we are preparing for Old Dominion tomorrow. But yeah, it definitely can boost my confidence.
Coach Godwin said one of the things he told you was, like, try not to pull it, at least, like, focus on hitting backside. So is that one of the things you're working on early on as a freshman, like hitting wise, using the whole field, that sort of thing?
Yeah, using the whole field definitely can play a big part of my game. And I've kind of been working on staying inside the ball, and that's exactly what I did to that pitch last night and took it the other way.
And then defensively, playing left, is that something you've got to go out and, I don't know, rep more to get used to it? Is it just a feel thing?
So when we take BP during practice every day, he'll have me rep in center field and left field. So I got reps plenty enough in left, and I'm getting used to it like I've gotten used to center field. So
Old Dominion on Tuesday, and then the Keith LeClaire Classic. So have you had a chance to do much research on Keith LeClaire and just kind of what he means to this program? His pictures on the side of the stadium, and I believe y'all read coaching third.
Yep. Yeah.
So how much does Coach Godwin kind of bring him up?
Yeah, I mean, he brings him up almost every day, and we've like you said, we were at coaching third. But I was actually, I think it was last year or the year before, I came to the LeClaire Classic, and it's definitely a big part of the program, and
I know y'all don't look ahead, but, like, do you think it'll be pretty sweet? Y'all put on the 23 jerseys this weekend. Like, do you think that'll mean a lot to you for the first time wearing those jerseys?
Yeah, it definitely will mean a lot being able to put those jerseys on for the first time.
As for you, what's the biggest key going forward to, as you move into this week and the rest of the year? Is it consistency for you, for success individually and as a team? Like, what's the big focus for you going forward?
I would say consistency, just being able to trust the process and sync to the training.
All right, Bristol. Well, hey, man, this has been fun having you in studio, and appreciate your time. Congrats again on the walk-off victory, and first of many, man, so appreciate it.